the crystal too?
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case. What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help? Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take. I just wanted, and you might perhaps share.
But still, you got a keen up.
And that was?
A sword. The metal itself, you could slice.
So that's what's troubling you.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
Crack the crystal too?
I got your note. You think something?
So you can read. But I didn't. He used to love it, like. You've not been working.
No harder than you. Is that?
What was it you said he was?
That's what the laws.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it.
I suppose things. Perhaps Hippocrates.
Instead of everything.
You're looking well.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you...
Running around?
I suppose I am, yes.
Little one. There's not many like that make it as far as which made it nice and easy.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people? Suppose you're not. Fine. Lord Ignaxon, and he's got more money than... Reckon he'll still be at the...
Thank you, Karen.
Oh.
I appreciate... Lawsman.
He isn't it?
I don't think so. She says he's hardly been...
I rather all can. And I see no reason why. If we assume that...
It may well be that the Frost Wolves, after all, as to where...
I don't recall ever...
And little... The last...
Even so.
Good hunting.
Is that the thing Toes held?
Nick told me she was building a ship.
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto, maybe a little, and eat. Sadly, I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help keeping...
Be late for...
There you are!
So let me get this straight. You forget, and instead of coming, you get Clive to come to you, the man in charge of the place. Well,
Oh, just Martha.
we owe 3...
Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to
We have that much to hand?
No. After the King's rents, besides. We'll need to look...
All right. Is there anything I can do?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking the...
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth a fat little something Sid and I set us, and I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies.
I'm sure there will be.
But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe and all.
I know.
Go.
Because
I'd rather Lady Cat...
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't...
Really? Do you think so?
No.
I think Mid might need some help.
Well, here.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the... which is why...
I imagine time.
Proper...
So what exactly?
Nothing but Bob gave me a sample. You pour the black... So... And do you know what I found out?
I take it that's where...
I would have gone myself.
All right.
Thank you.
this talk.
But the glass came flat.
Did you hear?
The gates to heaven.
I want to see.
What am I going to do without sweet water and olive talc? Still no caravan from the...
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Oh, my.
Otto asked me to give to settle the hideaway's debt and to...
I thought you might fight. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. The man owes me nothing. My contribution to the restoration...
You once told me... I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. If a wine needs more than this, he could... Did himself. People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Take a sniff.
Now, Dusan, I know you're keen, but do you use the good salt? Leave some for the rest of us.
The St. Drake's Fang is gone.
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere.
Here. You. Listen. I've got this theory. The fallen. I don't think they all fell. Some of them are still living.
Back again, are you? Any more trouble and you'll be barred for life, however deep your friends.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ig...
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword.
Ah.
Then I'll retrieve Lord...
You have but to state it. You
want an audience with Lord Ignac.
A condition I
don't suppose you saw...
I did not.
Then that's where I'm...
I shall...
That will be very...
Farewell.
got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off! Go for Nice try.
This must be Ignac's. Nothing seems to. All right.
I hear I have you. What shall I...
Wyvern.
A formidable... Well, Redeem here tells me...
A few moments of your...
You're a peculiar...
A master wife.
Oh, Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold... It was made in the... and is used... They believe no combat should ever exceed... Each sword is made for that one perfect... There's a... brutal...
But how do they hone such...
Why, they use whetstones, rather. A whole... But it is a mineral. Quite... And that... Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this. Take the very stone of which I spoke. And a far more.
Thank you.
Pardon the
I am locked in bitter competition. I am one step ahead of the... Two men and is a...
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. Redeem!
I think his lordship... Coming, my lordship.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
blinding you lot.
We've got debts.
These must be our bad debts. That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of here will be a nut.
Seems we've
found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will you be getting...
You leave that. You've done your part. It's been a pleasure.
There's no need to be so. What if we...
Clive! Wait.
I wasn't expecting to, but it seems, and though I doubt...
A star, Rube. It's worth at least twice what you owe.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? Anyway, what bit much send...
Something like that.
Same as always. Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recent... Probably knew that without it, Sid may have been the face. And when Sid passed away, we were all...
His death was hard on everyone.
But he didn't give up, did he? I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in... And don't we all? That and...
Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Go for it! Sick him! Go for it! Get him! Sick him! Sick him! This one! Go to him! This one! Get him! Go, Torgal! Over here!
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Over here!
Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, aye. In return...
I was just on my way.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
It's no joke. Drake's fan is gone.
Sorry, but hopefully...
You learned something.
I did better.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
What do you need? Well, Sancfordian, do you? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. That it? Fine.
Crack the crystal too.
No joke.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that.
A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Is that the thing Toes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
And how may I assist you today? Going so soon? Here for another of my lectures? Here you are. Here's the latest information I have. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised? All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Good. Still alive. So, Lady Karen?
Ah, but she threw it right back in my...
Karen refused.
Oh, if it wasn't so...
I'm sure you were attacked.
Oh.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in.
What kind?
Well, thought we might use it. Ah.
Well,
that's the spirit. Well?
It certainly feels...
Right?
Thank you.
No. For supporting Mid and the rest of us. And I'm telling...
It told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. The fine continent. You wouldn't mind.
Not at all.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
You have, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
Huh. I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died? 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, we bought passage to, we set up drinking. I quit my post not long after that. But me and Sid stayed close. There was the magic woke inside, and there was no hiding, isn't it?
Couldn't you and your
My family were the ones who summoned the constable. Wanted the months. I couldn't turn up, and I couldn't for the life of me understand. Luckily, it was him who stood beside me. Him. And he was true to his word, too. threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one knew then. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
told me she was building a ship.
Really? Is that the thing Tomes helped?
He cracked the crystal too?